Morning, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday morning service. My name is Rich Wolford, and I'll be your service chair today. Today's service is being live streamed on Zoom and YouTube. If you're new to Ekoji, you'll find in the back of each seat pocket this laminated guide, which will help you through the service and answer many questions you may have regarding the service order, as well as the history and essentials of Shin Buddhism. Our main priority is keeping our song a safe place to hear the Dharma. Although we're very happy to see each other, please be mindful of others' comfort level. Please keep in mind the following policies to keep your mask on at all times, and thank you for your understanding. On the nighting today is Minister's Assistant Eric Ishii, and Eric is joined by Minister's Assistants Rob Fife, Bob Shimakaji, and Molly Kuramoto. Now it is time for a meditation and recitation of the Menbutsu, led by Minister's Assistant Eric Ishii.
Meditation provides a pause necessary to mind and see the Dharma, the Buddha's teaching. Please place your hand on your lap, lower your head slightly, and release tension.
Service book, please find the laminated sheet in the front. And we will now sing the Bandana Tisarana. Please be seated. Turn to page 33 in the service book. You will stand assembled together. This morning, the Dharma message is given by Andrea Chapman.
Thank you for attending our hybrid Sunday service. I'm happy to see you. In 901 words, I am going to share with you 3 things I would want you to know if this were my last day on earth. During our extended closure, I visited Ekoji often to check on the building. On one occasion, I entered to find water free flowing from the ceiling ducts in the foyer here. Thankfully, most of my visits were less stressful. As the weeks turned to months, I began to wonder if we would ever come together again. Notably, I regretted that I never took the opportunity to tell you all how beautiful you are. Each and every single one of you has a beauty that radiates from the inside out and adds to this gift of light we call Ekoji. This summer, we have a student intern named Russell, who's scanning and archiving documents for us. I'm enjoying perusing these and learning more about our history. In the original planning documents for Ekoji, Reverend Suji wrote, Ekoji literally means the temple of gift of light. Gift refers to the gift of light of wisdom given to all beings by the Buddha. Those who realize this gift are naturally moved to share this gift with other beings. During this time of solitude, I promised myself if we were able to reopen the temple from that day forth, no matter how monotonous or seemingly futile the task at hand, I would not complain. And so it is with an authentically grateful heart that I have navigated a handful of facilities emergencies, spent hours wiping wax from votive holders, battled the weeds, and lost. Hand-addressed envelopes in purple ink, waited patiently on maintenance contractors, appeased the fire marshal, and the like. Writer, poet, and philosopher Khalil Gibran said, "Work is love made visible." For me, that means connecting to a purpose that is greater than the task at hand. Consider for a moment how fortunate we are to be here enjoying this serene campus. Those of us who are current stewards of this property are holding space for the many people who have yet to find Ekoji, just as those who came before us did for us. With a deep sense of gratitude and love, I invite you to collectively maintain this property so that those who have not yet discovered the Dharma will have a place to find it when they are ready. Some of you who have crossed over to Buddhism may be familiar with the phrase, God works in mysterious ways. It has been my experience, so does the Dharma. While hypothetically contemplating my demise in an effort to write an interesting message for you and to simultaneously overcome my fear of public speaking, I happened upon a response Reverend Hayashi asked me to forward to a college student who was researching Buddhism a year or so ago. The student asked, "What did the Buddha say about age and death? And do Buddhists believe in the afterlife?" Thoughtfully and in detail, Reverend Hayashi replied, "I can only speak from our denomination of Buddhism called Shin Buddhism. But to address the question, let me first explain the view of life in Shin Buddhism. Shin Buddhism believes that life is our essence. Once the body collapses, it continues on as a greater life. For example, if you melt down a metal knife, the knife is gone, but not the metal from which it was made. The same is true of a pair of scissors. If you melt them down, the scissors are gone, but not the metal. In each case, the particular object may disappear, but not the essential metal, and so it is with life. Life is the essence of all things, and fundamentally interconnected as one. Therefore, in Shin Buddhism, the term life is understood as a verb rather than a noun. Shin Buddhism sees life as something that cannot be possessed or which does not exist separately, but which is constantly working in our world. Therefore, when Shin Buddhism says that all of life is interconnected, it does not mean the life that you own is simply connected to the lives that others own. It does not see your life as something that you own and which ends with the death of your body, but sees your life as part of a greater infinite life that connects to all living beings from past to present. Shin Buddhism believes that we suffer because we tend to take an opposite view and stress our individuality. For this reason, we become obsessed with our rank, status, position. Society encourages us to do this, and so we become more obsessed with doing so. This creates all sorts of problems for us, all of which we tend to blame on society. That is to say, if we can cultivate this kind of view of life, that life is the essence of all things and fundamentally interconnected as one, then we may be able to avoid meaningless conflicts and create a better world. In closing, if I were to become white ashes by evening, I want you to know, 1, you are a beautiful, sentient being. 2, work is love made visible. And 3, the Dharma is always with you. Please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
It is now time for the ritual of the shoko, the burning of incense. This is a time to quietly contemplate and reflect on the impermanence of life and Andrea's terrific Dharma. A shoko involves drawing incense from a shared bowl, and we understand that individual comfort levels may differ. We offer this option to those who are comfortable, but note that the ritual is not required. We invite you to come forward to the front table, offer gasho, and should you wish, place any dana, which is our offering of gratitude to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, in the bowl on the table. Dana is selfless giving and is used to support Ekoji's facilities, temple materials, service books, and important programs and activities. The gasho is to place our palms together through a circle of beads on the Nenju, and as an expression of gratitude. By doing this, we welcome into ourselves the 3 treasures, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. If you are new and would like to participate but feel unsure about the steps involved, a Sangha member wearing an okesa will be available in the rear of the temple to accompany you and walk you through the process. Please approach mindfully. Once finished, please return to your seats via the side aisle, where we have placed hand sanitizer on both the left and right. Eric will now lead us in closing meditation and recitation of the numbers. Okay, now for some temple announcements. Our Dharma discussion group will meet following service today. For those in person, just gather around a computer in the front of the temple. And if you're joining us virtually, just stay online. Our Buddhist movie discussion group will be meeting today at 2 p.m. in the Ekoji Zoom room. The group will be discussing the movie Ikiru, which is available to stream on HBO Max and Amazon Prime. Our gratitude to Anne and Joran for hosting this event. Our in-person meditation group meets on Thursday evenings in the Hondo at 7:30 p.m. No prior experience is required. All are welcome. Newcomers can arrive a few minutes early. Some additional instructions. Our gratitude to Frank and Roger for hosting this event. And our supervising minister, Reverend Ron Murrah from the Midwest Buddhist Temple. I'll say that 3 times. Reverend Ron will be visiting us in person next weekend. Please plan to join us on Sunday, August 28th at 11 a.m. via Zoom or in person to meet him and listen to the Dharma. Thanks. Have a great day.